Happy Friday, powerful leaders. If you know me, you know I love to share the stage with my past and current clients on the show. It's always such an honor to have them join me on the podcast to share their experiences, share their journeys, and this is one of them. So, this podcast today is all about Sabrina, and she is freaking amazing. Like, she's a go getter, she's multi passionate, she's a dance teacher, she's a life coach, a mindset coach. She also does meditations. She is truly one of the best humans I've ever met. And yeah, like I was able to help her start her business, get new clients, start her podcast. And it's been such an honor to be a part of her world. And I cannot wait for you to hear the amazing advice and insights that she shares in this episode today. And yeah, you know the drill. If you love this episode, feel free to spread the word, share it with a friend, leave a review on Apple Podcasts, and subscribe to the show. Like I'll be giving you special shout outs if you do. And yeah, your support just means the world to me. And I know you're going to love this episode. So without further ado, please welcome Sabrina Del Duca. Welcome to the Powerful Female Leaders Podcast. I'm your host, Anna Patricia Bourgeois, certified business coach. I am here to help you up-level, generate consistent wealth, increase your confidence, attract dream clients, and master your mindset so that you can fully own your power and achieve next-level results in your online business and beyond. Every week, a powerful conversation will take place with amazing guests, or I'll share from my experience to help inspire you to start and scale the business of your dreams while being powerfully you. The time has come to stop playing small, stop hiding, and stop waiting. Now is the perfect time for you to passionately pursue your heart's desire as the powerful leader you were born to be. Are you ready? Let's do this. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Powerful Female Leaders Podcast. I am here today with Sabrina. Hey, girl.
Hey,
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm so excited to have you on the show, girl.
Me too. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to be here. And me too, I'm excited.
Yes, let's do it. So feel free to share with us, who is Sabrina? What does she like to do? What does she do actually? Who does she help? So let us know.
Yes, Sabrina is a dancer, a teacher, and a coach, a mindset coach.
Yeah.
So um, I've been dancing since I was a child, been teaching for a very long time. I would say over 20 years. And I was also in the corporate world whilst teaching. I kept both of those going. But teaching was always something that was top of mind, and I'm so passionate about it because I see how I can help people, how I can impact people. The instant gratification of, even if it's teaching dance and someone getting a move right away, or creative solutions of how can I help this person understand how to do the movement, and how can I help this person be confident. So the confidence piece for me was huge, and why I continue to teach dance and why I still do. And once I realized that my corporate life had come to an end, I was looking for something else. And teaching, again, was something that I was like, okay, what more can I do with it? And it naturally lended itself to coaching, which
Yeah.
I'm doing as we speak. I am now an entrepreneur, doing my coaching thing and continuing to inspire and help women and help people just to feel confident, to help themselves make the changes that will allow them to live a life that they are proud of, that they will have no regret in the future, and really just to go for it, to take the risk, like to dream big,
Yes.
go, do it.
Yes, let's go. I love it. And I remember when you first started, and yeah, like we worked together and I helped you figure it out, like your path and,
Yes.
where you wanted to take your programs. And wow, like you've come so far and I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. Yes, thank you for your help. You were one of the first coaches I worked with
Mhm.
when I was just very new to this whole idea of, hey, I
Mhm.
want to be a coach. Now what? Like, what do I do? So, thank you for your guidance, for just helping me get clear on who it is I wanted to help and how.
Mhm.
Because I'm sure, a lot of people can relate to the statement of, I just want to
Mhm.
help everybody. Like, that was me
Yes.
going in. Remember, I was like,
Yeah.
I want to help everyone be great. Like, and you were like, great, sure, but can we be more specific?
Yes, I do remember. Wow, like incredible, like how far you've come. And what would you say to someone who's like, ah, me too. I want to make a difference. I want to help like people be their best selves. Like, where should I start? Where should I go? Like, what's a type of like advice that you'd like to share with that person?
First, I would say go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't hold back. Don't think you're not capable, you're not worthy, that you don't have anything to share, because we all have something
Mm-hmm.
to share. We all have experience that we can use to help inspire others. So don't think that you have to have a dramatic transformation story, or you have to have, tons and tons and tons of experience. I think the person who is passionate about helping,
Mm-hmm.
already you're on the right track. And then it's get clear on, okay, what do I need to make this happen for myself? Like, do I need
Mm-hmm.
certifications? Do I need a coach? I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a big thing for me of, I was confused. Do I go for a million and one different certification types, or do I just hire someone to help me one on one? For me, that's what worked, working
Mm-hmm.
with different coaches to really just get
Mm-hmm.
detailed about what it is that I want to do and how I want to structure my business.
Mm-hmm.
Learn as much as you can on the topics that interest you. When I was becoming a coach, it was during the pandemic. So,
Mm-hmm.
actually, to my advantage, the world shut down. So, I had the time to be online and taking a bunch of different classes and learning.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's really just, immerse yourself in what inspires you. For me, it was all about self development, psychology. So,
Mhm.
really get curious about all these different aspects. And
Mhm.
as you start to go through it, I feel like then you'll be inspired of like, okay, I like this aspect. Let me concentrate a little more there. Or I notice in my
Mhm.
own life, here's what I was able to work through, or this is what I'm good at. And maybe that's where I want to focus my energy to help others. So a
Mm.
lot of asking yourself questions, being curious, but also just immersing yourself and enjoying the process.
Yes, you gotta love what you do.
Yes. Oh my goodness. You have to, because you're going to spend a lot of time, especially if you're starting
Yeah.
your own business, as you know very well, as an entrepreneur, you're spending loads and loads and loads of time on building your business. So if you don't love it, we're in trouble.
Yes, exactly. And I remember you were so multi-passionate and you were like, "Oh my gosh, but what about like my nutrition background and,
Yeah.
my meditations and my dancing?" And I'm like, "Girl, you can put it all out there. Like it doesn't have to be one thing, right?"
True. Yeah, that was great advice. And that came from, okay, I want to learn about nutrition. I want to learn about
Yes.
this. I want to learn, like I did, it's true. I did my nutrition certification. I did
Mhm.
my meditation certification. So I had
Mhm.
all these different aspects. And then, yes, it was a matter of
Mhm.
first of all, how do I clarify my offer? But now I'm definitely using everything when I'm
Yes.
coaching.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
what I love about it. Like, we are so versatile and we are so experienced in so many different things. And sometimes we think we need to like go into one thing, you know,
Yeah.
but it's not true.
No, we could do it all. Dream big. Like I always say, if your
Yeah.
dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough.
Yes.
It's
Scream it
not my
from the
yeah.
rooftops.
Scream it from the rooftops. Obviously, it's not my personal quote. I borrowed it from someone. I don't remember who, but I use it all the time. And that's what I always tell my clients. I tell my friends, I tell everybody, like,
Yes.
really? If your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough.
Exactly. You can always go one step further, like,
Mhm.
and that's what I love that you did. Like, you started your podcast. Oh my gosh, girl, you got to talk to us about the podcast.
Well, first I have to thank you for that because it's all because of you, Anna Patricia. Yes, all because of you. So here's the podcast story.
Yeah.
After we worked together
Mhm.
from a business coaching aspect, obviously I continued to follow you and listen to
Mhm.
your podcast. And also, you had your mini course, your how to
Mhm.
start your podcast from scratch, your mini course offer
Mhm.
that you had launched.
Mhm.
And it was intriguing to me. Let's say it that way. It intrigued me. I had zero plans to start a podcast. Zero.
Mm.
Like, never in my life had I thought about it. And to be honest, I wasn't somebody who listened to podcasts at that time. I
Mm.
was just like, ah, cool. Let's learn. Let's dive in. Let's learn something new. And you made it so easy and
Mhm.
so attractive to start your own podcast that I was
Mhm.
like, okay, let's do it. And legit, like, I think it was in the fall that you had launched your course, like September,
Mhm.
October, perhaps. Was
Yeah.
it?
Yeah.
It was at the end of the year. And by February of 2022, my podcast was up and rolling.
Yes.
And now, so it's been a year that I've been doing it. And for me, it was really just inspired by not
Mhm.
only how attractive you made it, so thank you again for that, but a way for me to communicate more than
Yeah.
just, my posts on social media or like even my newsletters. They were minimal at that point. It was,
Mhm.
how can I get my message out to more people in a
Mm.
longer format? So,
Mhm.
how can I say everything I want to say? How can I inspire? How can I motivate? How can I take everything that I'm doing in coaching? I can't quite do it in social because of the shorter formats and I'm
Mhm.
limited. So, how can I, use this longer podcast format? And I like to
Mhm.
keep my episodes to like 20, 30 minutes.
Mhm.
How can I use that time to really dive deep into a topic? And it's all about
Yeah.
mindset, shifting mindset, changing perspective, changing
Mhm.
perception,
Mm.
because we need to be aware of how we see things, which then translate to how we think and how we feel and how we act.
Mm. Oh my gosh, like, I'm smiling so hard, right?
So the podcast is called Get Into Flow
Mhm.
because flow state is where we want to be. Flow state is where your energy is moving, there's nothing stuck. If ever you
Mhm.
feel like you are stuck, your energy is stagnant, it probably means you're holding on to something, you're unable
Mhm.
to express yourself, and we hold on to a lot. We
Mm.
hold on to a lot of emotions that we don't want to let out because we don't know how. We've never been taught. So, one of two things happens. You either bottle, 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 and then the other
Mm.
thing that can happen is you explode,
Mm.
right? So, over
Mhm.
time, all of this bottling or stuffing down of emotions, well, they need to come out because energy needs to move. Emotions are energy in motion. They need to
Mm.
circulate, they need to flow, they need to come in and out of your body. So if we stop that process and we hold on, they become stuck. The energy becomes
Mm.
stuck, and then we start feeling physical discomfort. Ooh, my neck is hurting, my back is hurting, my hips are hurting.
Mm.
That's where, as women, we hold a lot of stress.
Yes.
And so, and as a result, since your energy is not moving, maybe we lack creativity, we lack inspiration, we feel a bit down. So, we need to get that energy going. And getting into flow is really the process of, letting go of what no longer serves us. Don't carry anything, don't hold on to anything that you don't need, and get that circulation of energy moving to be inspired and creative.
Yes, that's so good. So, I'm curious, like, what was your biggest, like, perception shift, or what was the biggest thing you had to let go of to move that energy and be that person that you are today? Because you're amazing.
Oh, thank you. Oh, what did I have to? Mm, I was, and sometimes still am, someone who gets caught
Mhm.
up in my head,
Mm. Yeah.
overthinking, overanalyzing. I know, a lot of people listening can probably relate.
Mhm.
And that's definitely a way of getting stuck because let's
Mhm.
say an emotion comes in, a feeling comes in, and instead of just letting it pass, like it needs to, just like in and out, it
Mm-hmm.
goes up to our head, and then we start overthinking, and we start
Yeah.
second guessing, and we start questioning. And all of a sudden, that thing that was just supposed to last a second or two is lasting days and months and years. And you're like, why is this still bothering me? Because we are actively choosing to focus
Mm.
on it.
Yes. Ah, that's so good. Like you get to choose what you
You
focus on.
Exactly. So if you get, and that's so empowering too, because you're like, if you get to choose what to focus on, and
Mm-hmm.
you're aware of that, you catch yourself and you're like, wait a second, why am I putting so much effort and energy into that negative outcome? Let me
Mm.
shift and be like, okay, let it go. It happened. I'm someone who is always like, I was always trying to control an outcome as well, or being
Mm.
upset about something that didn't go my way, but
Mm.
it's in the past. So
Yeah.
why am I spinning in circles, or like the hamster is turning and I'm overthinking? It already happened. There's nothing I could do about
Exactly. Ugh, I'm the same way. Like I was
it.
trying to control the things and it's so true. Like I feel like our brain is like it wants that control, but
Oh yeah.
in reality you just gotta like surrender, and
Surrender and
trust.
trust. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. And I think a lot of us had to learn the hard way during the pandemic, because
Yeah.
everything was out of our control. That's where I learned a big lesson, or I had to put it
Mm,
into practice of like, hey, things are not looking like you thought they would. And
mm,
it's okay, because you know what? Maybe the universe has another plan. So that's where the
mm.
surrender and the trust comes in. So shifting from the overthinking and head trip, as I like to call it, um, into your heart, and trusting and saying, okay, things didn't quite work out, but it's okay because there's something better, or just believing that this is happening for a reason. That's a major reframe that I find
Mm,
so helpful. When something happens that you're not too happy about, it's immediately saying, okay, what can I learn from this? And trusting that, okay, it didn't happen. As hard as it is to accept, as uncomfortable as it can be, it's really just saying, that's okay, because something better is around the corner. I don't know what, but something better
yes.
is.
Yes. You cannot see it, but it's coming. It's right
Yes,
there.
it's right there. And that's what the universe is saying. Like, wait, be patient. We're,
Yes.
we're, we're working on it. Just trust that I got you. I got your back.
Yes. I love it. Oh, so good. So I ask this to everyone who comes on the show.
Mhm.
For you, what does it mean to be a powerful leader?
Ooh, a powerful leader to me leads with heart,
Hmm.
leads with intention, leads with, or maybe I could say, is someone who is showing what it means like to be a leader, and not just telling.
Hmm.
So actions speak louder than words. Um, a leader is someone who understands what others are going through and is able to help them elevate to another level.
Mm. Yes.
That's how I see it. There's empathy there. There's definitely, there's that passion of wanting to help, or wanting to, gather the masses and let's rise together.
Hmm.
It's never about them higher or in front of anybody. I think a leader is at the same level, but
Hmm.
maybe they just have a little more experience or a little more guidance that they can help the others gain clarity and go into a direction that will be beneficial for everybody.
Yes, I love that. Definitely. It's all about, knowing that you are here to help and serve, and like that's the thing that I noticed too. A lot of people put people on pedestals and stuff.
Hmm.
But it
Yeah.
doesn't mean that that person is better than you or knows more than you.
No,
That's a
no.
thing. You got to
We can learn
realize.
from each other in so many different ways. Like
Yeah.
maybe I have a little more experience in one area than you, and vice versa, but that's what makes it so
Yeah.
interesting, because we can exchange and we can share and we can help each other in different ways.
Exactly. Ah, so good. So, what is next for Sabrina? Like, what is that vision? Like, what are we working towards to?
So many things. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, podcast is still going strong.
Mhm.
So we're gonna be doing that. Uh, Now I actually just launched my website, which
Ooh.
is sabrinadelduca.com. Check it out. And
Love
with
it.
that, I launched my offer,
Mm.
my brand new offer, which is called Rewrite Your Life, where I encourage and inspire everyone. If there's anything that you feel needs to change, it could be
Mm.
as dramatic as I did and change my job, it could be relationship, it could be just your lifestyle, your routine, it could just be your mindset. Maybe everything is in place and where it needs to be, but the way that you see things is not optimal. So anything that you feel needs to change,
Mm.
this is the program for you because change is scary. We all know
Mhm.
that. Change
Yeah.
is freaking scary. And trust me, right? And why do you have to do it alone? For
Mm.
me, when I was going through the major changes, I had help from coaches. You helped me.
Mhm.
I had another coach as well. I
Mhm.
had a few different coaches for different reasons. So I fully believe that, yes, okay, you can try to do it alone, but why do you have to? When you can have the
Mm.
help, when you can have the support. And this 12-week program is designed with my personal experience and a structure of what I wish I had to
Mm.
be compact and precise and concise and help you really get from where you are now to where you want to be with an action plan. And sometimes we don't even know where we want to be. We're just focused on what we don't want right now, right? So step one is like, okay, well, what do you want? I give you permission. Dream big.
Mhm.
What is it that you want to do? What is it that needs to change? And we figure that out together.
Mm.
We make it happen. We break old habits. We build new habits. We put boundaries in place and basically cultivate the courage and the confidence to be able to live this new lifestyle that you want.
Mm. Ugh, so good. For sure. Like if you're listening to this and you're like, hell yeah, that's what I want. Where can people go to connect, to follow, to learn more about it?
Yeah, definitely. So my website is a great place because the info is there. So again, it's sabrinadelduca.com.
Mhm.
Sabrina Del Duca, SabrinaDelduca.com. And you can follow me on Instagram. Handle is at Duchess Sabrina, Duchess Sabrina. Duchess because that is my dance name. And it's been my handle for so long. Uh, One of my coaches is like, maybe you should change it now that you're going more into coaching. I'm like, but I've had it for so long
Yeah,
and I
I
kind of
love
like
it.
it. I'm glad you like it. So,
Yeah,
yes.
it's like royalty, You're the
Yes.
queen.
Yes. Royalty. So, Duchess Sabrina on Instagram. I'm on Facebook as well, Sabrina Del Duca. My podcast is also on all the streaming platforms. So it's called Get Into Flow, as I had mentioned earlier. So it's the Mindset Shifting Podcast.
Mhm.
And I think those are all the ways. Yeah. So check it out. Let me know. Send me
Yes.
a little DM. Be like, hey, I heard you on the podcast.
Yeah, do it now. Go reach out to Sabrina. She's amazing. She's going to light up your day. That's for sure.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you for being on the show.
Thank you. You are the best. And again, thank you because you are someone who really, really was a big part of my coaching journey. I look
Oh,
up to you. I see everything that you do. You're so inspiring. So please keep it up because
yes.
you might not realize, but we are watching and we are definitely inspired. So
Thank
thank
you
you for
so
everything that
much.
you do.
Yeah, thank you so much for saying that. It means the world. Thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Powerful Female Leaders podcast. If you love this episode, make sure to spread the message, leave a review, and subscribe. I would forever be grateful for you. I also want to hear from you, and I want to know your feedback and your questions for future episodes. So don't be shy, say hi, and send me a message at Powerful Female Leaders Podcast on Instagram. Until then, I'll see you on the next episode.